Hi altos, this is take two. I just tried to record a video and it got cut off. So I'm gonna do a quick sectional for Earth Song. This is going to be covering measures 1 through 25. Make sure that you number your measures before you start. So when I give you a reference to a certain word or a certain measure, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So first we're gonna review the beginning. As I go through this, I might be moving quickly because I don't want this video to be really long. So if you need to pause and rewind and kind of work at your own pace, do that. I'll try to kind of build some breaks in. But we're gonna start right at the beginning. Here is your key and your first note is here. Sing one. Oh, where's my metronome? I'm using a metronome to make sure that I'm all together here with you. At the beginning, the metronome marking is 50. It's really slow, as you'll see, so, and we're gonna kind of take it at our own pace all together, but for now we'll just practice with Mr. Clicky. So here we go, I'm at 50 and I'm gonna start right at the beginning. Sing 1, 2, 3. Sing. Good, we did that in class. I just wanted to review it. So I'm gonna start at measure 9. We also did part of this in class too, but I just wanted to kind of review it for you, and a lot's happened since then, so it's good to have a refresher. So I went ahead and wrote in the solfege. I want you to do the same. You start on sol, and before we do that, I'm gonna talk through the rhythm in time. So I'm gonna bump my metronome up to 64. It says 63, I'm gonna round up to 64. And I'm gonna talk through the words in rhythm. So do this with me, ready? 1, 2, 3. This dark hour, the wind, it stirs. I started singing it, sorry. The S of stirs is gonna go right until the last minute, and I'll cut it off altogether so we don't have a snake choir moment. If you're even worried about it, just leave it out. And the word hour is tricky. You'll see I kind of struggle with it. I don't want it to be hour, but I don't want it to be hour. So it's tough. So we'll work through that together. Now I'm going to go through the solfege with you. Take a minute and write it in if you haven't already. It starts on sol. Let's say it in rhythm with the solfege. My face. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Sol, la, do, ti, la, sol, sol, la, do, ti, la, sol. Now, you might notice that there's a lot of la, do, ti in this beginning part. We've sang do, ti, la, do, la a bunch, but let's practice that a little bit. Here's do, so we'll sing do, ti, la. Ready, go. Do, ti, la. Sing la, ti, do. Sing that with me. La, ti, do. Now let's sing do, ti, la, but we'll sing ti in our head. Do, ti, la. Up to ti. Do, la, do, ti, la. We've done this when we're talking about relative minor, but good practice. So now let's sing it on solfege from this dark. This is pick up to measure 9 on solfege. Here's Mr. Clicky. 2, 3. Sol, la, do, ti, la, sol, sol, la, do, ti, la, sol. Good. Let's do the same thing on words now. So putting it all together. 1, 2. This dark hour, the wind it stirs. Whew, long phrases. It's kind of an ab workout for you. All right, let's go on to the next part. So similar, let's talk the rhythm first from the scorched earth. In vain, yeah, the scorched earth cries out in vain. Let's talk the rhythm through. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The scorched earth cries out in vain, in vain. Sorry, you don't sing in. You've just got vain, vain. That was my fault. Same thing, don't go earth like I just did that. When you sing it, don't do that, it's horrible. It would sound terrible. So now let's do the solfege. We start on fa. We've got, take a second, write it in if you haven't already. 2, 3, fa, mi, fa, sol, la, 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 do, ti, la, do, ti, just like you did before. Here we go, we're gonna sing it. Here's fa, fa, whoops, 1, 2, 3. Fa, mi, fa, sol, la, 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 do, ti, la, do, ti. Good. Let's add the words. The scorched. It's gonna be in your money range. It sounds awesome. 1, 2, 3. The scorched earth cries out in vain, vain. When you're by yourself and when you're singing with me, you're gonna notice some awkward breathing. It's because we're gonna be stagger breathing a lot of this. So there's not a lot of like group breaths. You're just gonna wanna sustain the pitch. So sorry that I breathed in the middle of vein or something. All right, let's put that together. Here is this dark, 1, 2, 3. This dark hour, the wind it stirs, the scorched earth cries out in vain, vain. Good. Next part, almost exactly the same. The only difference is at measure 23, you've got a rest. So everybody cuts off except the sopranos, and I'll show you how that works later on. But let's talk through the rhythm first from war, measure 17. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. War, power, you blind and blur, the torn heart cries out, off. Pain, pain. I feel weird being like pain, sorry. Let's sing that. So it's almost exactly the same. The only difference again is that measure 23, you just sustain the la note D. Out, rest, rest, pain. Okay, let's try it from measure pick up to just right on war at 17. 1, 2, 3. War, power, you blind and blur, the torn heart cries out. there's a little difference in measure 20, different from stirs. It's different from, yeah, blur is different from stir, so just keep that in mind. Let's sing through the whole thing from the very beginning. I'm gonna keep it at this faster tempo. Sing it with me. Here we go. 1, 2, here, sing. And sing. This dark hour, the wind it stirs, the scorched earth cries out in vain, vain. War power, you blow and burn, the torn heart cries out. I apologize, I sang power you blind. I did something weird there, I'm sorry. You probably did it right. We're gonna go through from the beginning. Now I'm gonna sing soprano. This is the last thing we'll do. And you were, oh, okay, I was just looking at the time. I'm gonna sing soprano, you sing alto, and do this as many times as you need to get more comfortable. I wanna remind you that the practice tracks are on Google Classroom. They are a half step up, but there are some that are like soprano and alto, or if you're an alto and you wanna practice with soprano, go ahead and do that. Here we go, here's the beginning. I'm singing soprano here. We start on the same note. 1, 2, 3. Sing. This dark, stormy hour, the wind it stirs, the scorched earth cries out in vain, in vain. Oh, war and power, you blind and blur, the torn heart cries out in pain, in pain. I made a quick mistake at measure 20. I went down blur, but you stay, the soprano stay blur. And you might have seen at 23, I kind of conducted it. That's just kind of an awkward piece that we'll work out all together. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Stay well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.